a flame. Hold on, I can make it rain.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Roethlisberger's Bills.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Davis now. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mariota on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right over there. 30. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. Man, let's get some penetration. Alert. Get some penetration.
The throw here, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. All going deep here for Taylor. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Look at the dance and the juke. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Let's go now. 230.
Here's McKinnon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Stop! Hey.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Pull down. Check.
Mariota now on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Willis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Boom, side. 180.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They run it with McKinnon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Side. Like 30.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Titans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Mariota. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bills have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Go, 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 hey, run it, run! They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Dave.
I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jurrell Casey. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not playing at that level and not at that age. But
and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Strong left, strong left, strong left.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Left.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Set. Hey.
Mariota now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back, I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Mariota under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him to dinner either.
Again, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Bernard shows the agility. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lane, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. Working out of the gun. Mariota goes underneath for Henry. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Mariota on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Play clock winding down. On second down, Mariota again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and 10. Mariota again. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And now out come the Bills. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collier. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, first and 10 now. Now McKinnon. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Three yards remaining here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Like 80.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He drops it off for Bernard. Bernard turning, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Here we go. Like 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
One. Check nickel. Easy. Back. 57 to Mike.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. 50. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. First down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To the air again, Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st down, Roberts. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go.
They don't let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on the side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. To Henry. Now Mariota. Throw right side caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll throw again. Mariota. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Over the middle here to Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Mariota. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.